Spain have been crowned champions of Europe after a brilliant final in Berlin. But it wasn't the only story to unfold in Germany at the European Championships. Let's take a look at the highlights of a great tournament.
Hello and welcome to Football Now. The much anticipated 2024 European Championships has come to a dramatic end. Mikel Oyarzabal was the hero for Spain as they beat England 2-1 in the final in Berlin, 12 years on from the last time Los Rojos were crowned champions of Europe. Spain won all 7 of their competition games on the way to lifting the trophy, facing some stern opposition on the way. It will surely go down as one of the all-time great tournament performances.
It's right up there for Spain, especially. You kind of look at the golden generation of Spain that we think of, that kind of 2008, 2010, 2012 tournament. And while they had amazing players and there were really good performances, if you look back at a lot of those tournaments, there was a lot of games where they struggled, late wins, that kind of thing. When you look at how they did it, especially with a team that even here within Spain was underrated pre-tournament. Even the most patriotic pundits that were asked pre-tournament who was going to win, very few, if any, said Spain. And I guess because this Spanish team doesn't have the recognisable superstars of the past. It doesn't have the Xavis and the Iniestas and even the David Villas, but fans have just really got behind this team, and maybe because the expectations were a bit low pre-tournament, it's actually made that victory so much more sweeter.
Tournament hosts Germany wanted to show the world that they were still a footballing superpower as they kicked off the opening game against Scotland in Munich. They passed that test with flying colours, a 5-1 victory setting them up for topping Group A comfortably. Eventual champions Spain started their journey in Group B, nicknamed the Group of Death alongside Italy, Croatia and Albania. Croatia's Luka Modric likely bowed out of international football with disappointment as his team crashed out at the group stage. It was the knockout rounds where the drama really began. All eyes were on Portugal's captain Cristiano Ronaldo, who for the first time in his magnificent career failed to score at a major tournament. Portugal lost to France in the quarter-finals. At 39 years old, is it time for Ronaldo to step back from international football and give the younger generation a chance at glory?
Well, I don't know. I think that Roberto Martinez has to manage young players and talented players like Diego Jota, Gonzalo Ramos, Pedro Neto, also Francisco Conceição, and he has to build a stronger team. But in my opinion, if Ronaldo leaves, this is bad news for Portugal. I think he's very important, as I said before, more as a guide and as a leader, as a captain, than a star player. But I think when a player like Ronaldo leaves, it's always bad news.
In what proved to be the final tournament in charge for former England manager Gareth Southgate, his team gave their fans plenty to cheer about. They scored all 5 spot kicks as they were victorious on penalties against Switzerland in the quarter-final, and thanks to an incredibly late Ollie Watkins winner, dramatically beat the Netherlands to set up a second consecutive Euros final for the Three Lions. They came up against Spain in the capital, but it proved to be one step too far for Southgate's men. It was a cagey final where the substitutions made the difference. Cole Palmer scored from the bench for England, but it wasn't enough as Mikel Oyarzabal scored the goal to clinch the trophy for Spain with just 4 minutes to go.
Well, there's always a lot of talk about who could be the surprise standout team ahead of a tournament like this one, and this year that team was undoubtedly Turkey. They finished runners-up in their group before defeating Austria in the round of 16 and narrowly losing a quarter-final to the Netherlands. It was their best tournament finish, though, since 2008. So, what was the secret to their success?
Tactically, Turkey has always been renowned for its chaotic football, in terms of last-minute goals, winning here and there, and a very unpredictable side in terms of it's very up and down. They could play the semi-finals at 2008 and not qualify for the next tournament. I was really looking forward to seeing what they're going to perform. And bearing in mind, it's the first time that Turkey has actually had a foreign coach. However, I think he got it tactically correct, because in modern day football now, you don't need a specific player for a specific position anymore. Anyone can play anywhere and anyone can perform anywhere. And I think that's what Turkish national team showed in this tournament.
Well, from breakout teams to breakout players, and if you hadn't heard of Spain's Lamine Yamal before this tournament, it's safe to say you have now. The 17-year-old lit up this competition with his frightening pace and ability on the ball. He was crowned the young player of the tournament after the final, and it's safe to say we'll be talking about his performances for years to come.
We've seen young players here at Barcelona be really good, be really exciting. At 16, we've never seen someone come through to the first team and look so assured, look so confident. Not only is he able to burst past players, but he's able to pause, make the right pass. I mean, he had 4 assists at this Euros. I mean, it was incredible what he's done. Just to put into context, like his age, and everyone goes on about it and, you know, it gets a bit repetitive, but he seems like he's extra special. The only one that we've seen have this much of an impact, this young and with this assured, is Messi. Crazy to compare someone to Messi, but Messi at 16 was not doing this, so we shall see.
Yes, another memorable European Championships is done and dusted then, and congratulations to Spain, who were crowned continental champions for the 3rd time since 2008. Let us know your thoughts using the hashtag FootballNowEuro2024. That's all we've got time for from our studio here in Doha, but of course the Euros isn't the only major international tournament to have taken place this summer. Join us next week when we'll review the 2024 Copa America. Bye for now.